trip we just arrived in Mayaguana. We're going to check out Mayaguana. Kind of small. Spend 3, 4, or 5 days there while waiting for a weather window. And then we're going to head down to the Turks and the Caicos. And that's going to be, I think it's only a 30, 40, 50, 60 mile an hour run, but it's going to be fairly short. And because of the reefs, getting in and out of the reefs, we're going to have to leave right at dark to get out of the reefs so we can see the reefs. And then we're going to have to do an all-nighter, keep the speed down, and then wait till sunlight to get over the reefs and the Turks and Caicos. We're going to do the Turks and the Caicos for a few days and get ready to do the final push down to Lupron. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing okay on this this coronavirus thing. And anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying it. And anyway, subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you later. Well, all these overnight sails is kicking my butt. I'll be glad to get somewhere so I can just relax for a while. I have to leave this. I have to leave here to get because we're surrounded by coral reefs on the south. So I got this small cut we have to go through. So I have to get out of here before it gets dark so I can see the bottom. And anyway, so we got like probably a 40-45 mile run. We're leaving Mayaguana, heading down to the Turks and Caicos. But unfortunately it means going all night again because we have to get out of here so we can see the reefs, and then it has to be light to where we can get in the reefs there. So unfortunately it seems like every sail we do in South Bahamas you got to leave either in the middle of the night or before dark because of the reefs and stuff. But anyway, I checked out of the Bahamas, immigration and customs and port authority and all that crap. And anyway, the weather was supposed to be great, but I'll give you a quick Anyway, we're scheduled to leave here at 6:30 and it's like 5:45. My friend is still with me. He's wanting to follow along. So we're going to try to go to the Cakes, Turks and Cakes, and probably anchor up under quarantine flag, yellow quarantine flag, and try not to clear till we get to Grand Turks or something like Grand Caicos, Grand Turks on the western side. And then we're thinking about staying, and but anyway, we're going to have to hole up somewhere and sleep tomorrow, and hopefully they won't make us clear customs under the quarantine flag. But anyway, it's part of cruising. I wish it was better conditions, but it's either in 2 or 3 days we got another weather front coming in, so it's if I don't leave today or tomorrow, it'd probably be another week. We've been here 5, 6, 7 days already, and the weather this time of year is funky. So anyway, cool. I'll sign off now, and then I'll check back with you guys. Oh, getting ready for another Into the Darkness all-night sail. Oh boy. The dreaded nighttime passage with full of coolness. It's being petrified, and also the prettiest time of the night. It's really cool. It's so pretty out here late at night. It's like no smog. The stars are just like, and they're just amazing out here with clear skies. I've never seen so many stars when they come up. The moon don't come up for a long time here, but when it does, it's just gorgeous. Very, very, very pretty. Jared left right before me, and I can just barely see him. He's way up in front of me. So once it gets dark, you'll probably be able to see his lights. You'll probably be the only thing you'll be able to see is the lights of his navigation lights directly in front of me. Being out in the ocean, miles and miles from help, and in thousands of feet of water, It's something very scary about it, but yet it's moments like this that you will never ever forget. Just dreams of a lifetime. My favorite time of day is sunsets. Sunsets over an endless ocean, man, it's amazing. I love this time of day. If you're a religious person, this is the place to be, man. This is the closest to God as I think it's possible to get on Earth. This is beautiful out here tonight. forward to the next morning, and we found a marina, and we're waiting on our customs guys. We got an immigration guy and a customs guy that's supposed to be here within an hour or two. So we're just hanging out here at this cool marina. He's actually going to stay here for 3 or 4 days and kind of relax and maybe get off this 24-foot boat. And I'm going to go back to the anchorage, which is like 4 miles away, and hang out there and wait for the next weather window, and then we'll continue on. There's our immigration. That's our immigration guy. And the guy on the right is the customs officer. There was about 4 or 5 of us who was checking in and clearing customs that day. Okay, my friend decided to rent a car and check out the island. And I hadn't been in a car since the end of December. So it's been almost 6 months. 6 months for me in a car. I haven't been in a car in like 6 months. Oh man, the air conditioning was great. Here we are checking out the Ritchie neighborhood. The Kim Kardashians and all the Hollywood people come here and stay. Very, very pretty. Very, very private. We're walking down here to supposed to be one of the prettiest beaches in the world. We'll see here. We got invited to a world famous fish fry a while ago, and they said, speaking of Kim Kardashian, they said that she was there a couple weeks ago at this fish fry. But I think he's going, but I'm gonna head back to the boat and sleep. I'm still freaking tired. Oh, very pretty. Wow, this is pretty. I still don't think it's as nice as the Black Point beaches that we showed you, but you can't run around naked here. But anyway, that's another date for another story. Very pretty though. So back to the car rental. My friend, besides driving on the wrong side of the road, the steering wheel being on the wrong side of the road, he hasn't been in a car in like 4 months. I hadn't been in a car in 6 months. I feel like I'm going everywhere 100 miles an hour. So far he's managed to back over a stop sign. The first pothole took out the hubcap. Second pothole we hit bent the rim of the car, and so the tire was losing air, so we had to stop and have the rim bent out so it'd hold air. And yeah, I'm gonna get away from this car just as fast as I can. Yeah. Anyway, if you look way down there in that bay, I'm the only sailboat down there, so I'm the little dot anchored offshore. But this is my anchorage, and I've got it all to myself. So this is town, the Ritchie area I'm gonna explore. We walked up this hill. It's supposed to have historical graffiti. People in the tall ships back in the 1800s would all come up here and etch their names in their stones. And anyway, cool ships. And so we're up here exploring the etchings. They're supposed to be historic, and it's pretty cool up here. And I get a good perspective where my boat is, so it's pretty cool. Well, anyway, this is the Turks and the CAICOS. So anyway, this is what it looks like, and it's freaking gorgeous. It's really pretty. The water's not as clear here as the Bahamas, but it's still very, very pretty. A little tour of my friend's 24-foot boat. I'd never been on it before, so it's pretty interesting. It's actually a very well-made world cruiser. This specific 24-footer is known for circumnavigating the world, so it's actually a really small boat, but a very, very, very capable sailboat. Anyway, we're going to be here for another 5 days. We got a 7-day cruising permit. A 7-day cruising to even go through. Even if you don't stop, you're supposed to stop and get a cruising permit. It's kind of expensive here. It's $65 check-in, $65 check-out. So it's kind of pricey. And then a 3-month cruising permit is $300, which we're not going to do. We're going to head south. But anyway, as a crow flies, we're only about 125 miles from the Dominican Republic, which is my ultimate Mount Everest. This is the end journey for me that I plan on doing for years. And so from there, I'll either stay there, move on to Cuba, Central America or something, but we'll sit there and check it out.